What's up guys, Christos here and welcome back for another video, and boy, I am in a good mood today. As you can see on the screen in front of me, TTCF is up 9.55% today. It is up to $19.73, which is an absolute astronomical rise for a single stock in one day. I've got some reasons as to why I think this has happened, which we're going to be getting into in just a second. But before I do that, make sure you have liked this video, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get into it. So why do I think this company has gone up so much today despite having a pretty rocky road over the past couple of weeks? Now, there's been a couple of things that I have potentially seen. Number one, let's just talk about the general state of the market today. There hasn't really been any bad news come out today in terms of the S&P 500. Everything has been a little bit mixed. I've got some companies in the S&P 500 that is up, some companies that are down, but it's been a pretty sideways day for everything else apart from this company. So basically what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's been anything kind of market related that has caused this to jump. It would never cause it to jump this much. What I have seen though on the TTCF website is some news articles which I think has played a massive effect. And let's talk about the first one, which I think is the main one, and that is Tattooed Chef launches vegetable products in Whole Foods market stores, not just a couple of them, all of them across America, and this is absolutely massive. So the statement reads here: Tattooed Chef Inc., a leader in plant-based food, today announced that it's launched 2 of its original vegetable products in Whole Foods market stores nationwide. So starting this week, 12-ounce bags of the following will be found at Whole Foods market stores: organic greens, an assortment of 5 different greens, zucchini, broccoli, Harriet's, peas and leeks. Both of these products are gluten-free and vegan as well, which obviously serves a massive emerging market. And you got the zucchini spirals as well. Haven't tried either of them, but I can trust you, they are probably very, very nice. But yeah, the main thing around this isn't so much the actual products that is going in, it's actually that they are sending branded products now into Whole Foods instead of their kind of private label business. And let's just take a look. So Whole Foods, they've got 503 stores in America, which is absolutely massive. They're well spread out around all of the major cities. And one thing that I thought about that is more important about it being in Whole Foods is one thing, and that is, of course, Whole Foods is owned by Amazon. So for me, I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking that potentially the reason why this stock has gone up is people are maybe thinking about now that this product is getting into Whole Foods, possibly it's going to be available for Prime in the very, very near future. I did just take a check on Amazon.com to look for some Tattooed Chef products. I haven't seen any as of yet, but I can see this coming very, very soon, and I think this has probably caused this to spike. And one other thing that I wanted to mention about this, and this has really made me confident on the management of the company, is that I tuned into the investors call just last week where we spoke about the Q1 earnings and the future of this stock and what they have planned. And one thing that Sam Galletti, the CEO of the company, mentioned is that they fully plan to have Tattooed Chef branded products in over 10,000 stores by the end of 2021. Maybe said 2022. I'm pretty sure he said 2021, but obviously we've just added 500 stores straight off the bat right now. And yeah, as you can see here, they're already in Walmart and Costco, and the management, like I just mentioned, said it is confident it will meet its objective of being stocked in 10,000 stores by the end of 2021. So yes, I was right with that. And just seeing this here, that is going into 503 Whole Foods stores in America, and not to mention there are probably a few Whole Foods being built as well. They are just expanding as well. It's really, really positive news about them reaching that 10,000 store mark. Now, the next reason why I think this stock could have potentially gone up, and there is actually some bad news that comes along with this one really, but I think they've hidden it very, very well, is that they have now officially completed the acquisition of the New Mexico food distributors and the Carson Tortilla factory. Now, in my previous video that I talked about when I said, why am I buying Tattooed Chef stock, I mentioned that they announced that they are buying these companies, but now it has been official and it is all over the line. As you can see that I've highlighted here, they have managed to buy this for $37 million in cash. This is $2 million more than what they announced, but this was subject to customary adjustment based on inventory at closing. But the key thing here is $37 million in cash. No loans, no debt, cash outright, and they can just go straight away. No paying back, no nothing. So this is absolutely amazing news that this is now over the line in pretty much record time. I've never seen a company announce it's taking over another company and completes the sale literally within a week. But yeah, moving on down here, and one thing I think is really smart how they've hidden this right under some really good news is that they have reclassified their expenses. Now, if this was just a news statement that just came out, I think this would probably have a really negative effect on the stock, even though a lot of growth companies do this, and I've done some research over the past hour just looking at some other companies that have done this in the past. It is a common thing, but basically what's happened is that we have seen the announcement of the Q1 results just last week, like I mentioned. But what they have done now is adjusted a couple of things. They have now increased their cost of goods sold by 6.9 million. So they've gone from 39 million to 45.9 million, which has kind of affected the gross margin, which has been reduced from 26% to 12.9% in the first quarter. But one thing that they did say is that this adjustment does not impact the trajectory of the brand or reported revenue, net income, adjusted EBITDA, or cash balances. So for me, somebody that is investing in this stock as a growth, it wouldn't really affect me at all. However, there are bigger people that invest into this company, which I think this could have had a big negative effect. But I think they've done a really good job by playing this adjustment down by obviously, number one, hiding it under some really good news about completing the acquisition, and then number two, of course, the massive news as well on the same day, by the way, that they have now launched vegetable products in Whole Food stores worldwide. So obviously companies do this all the time. Whenever they have some bad news, they always try and tie it in with some good news as well, so there isn't a massive impact on the stock. But as you can see right now, this stock is going even further up, and hopefully by the end of this video we may even see it at 10%. So we will see. Another thing that I noticed is that we actually had some positive news for Tattoo Chef, and I don't see this quite often. One thing that really annoyed me when they reported their earnings, because I thought the earnings were absolutely amazing, there was no news of it on CNN, Bloomberg, Fox News. I was checking through all the different live streams of the news channels in America, and I saw nothing mentioned about Tattoo Chef Q1 earnings, and that really disappointed me, even though it is quite a small company and there were some bigger companies reporting on that night. But still, I think the results warranted at least maybe 1 or 2 minutes of coverage, and it was really nice to see some positive press about the stock. So Seeking Alpha, which I think is a really popular website, they've posted Tattoo Chef, massive long-term growth opportunity for the best small cap plant-based stock. So that was really, really good. So those are the two main reasons as to why I think the stock has gone absolutely bananas today. There is one other thing that I did want to talk about, which potentially could have caused this stock to go up, but I'm not too knowledgeable on it, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But one thing that I did notice is that the short percentage of this stock is quite high, so there was quite a few bears on this stock, and this is 28.3%, and this very much resembles the famous GameStop, which is 28.96%, and I think there could have potentially been a short squeeze as soon as this news came out, and there was a lot of buying pressure, and it may have caused the short people to actually cover their bets or something like that. But I'm not going to talk about that too much because I don't really have too much knowledge on it at the moment. But there we go, we have hit 10% on Tattoo Chef today before it is closed. This screenshot it, this celebrate it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope if you're invested into Tattoo Chef, you are in a good mood just like me today, because you've seen some really good news for this stock, and hopefully you are getting up into the profit, especially if you invested in it last week like I did. It's been a really good day. So apart from that, like the video if you found it valuable, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am off now to watch the Walmart earnings, so that should be the next video. But apart from that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.